Yo, afternoon, what's happening? Welcome to episode 2 of the Dad Group Project Bully. I'm one of your hosts, Bellamy, here with.
I'm your co-host, Kayla May.
Man, we in the building. It's raw. Y'all already know. Let's go with it.
All right, so first and foremost, before we even get started, we're gonna have a moment of silence for Jamari Jackson.
To the families that was touched by the recent tragedy in Greenville County, our condolences, our love, our prayers. We couldn't understand. We will never understand, but just knowing that our prayers are with you was very fundamental to this episode. So
Definitely.
that was for y'all.
Okay.
All right.
So
What's
where
up?
we at?
How y'all doing this
How
week?
you living?
What's up?
Oh man, it's a blessing, man. It's a blessing. It's a good Sunday. What's happening?
Man, listen, since we last talked, since we last been here, like what? It's been rough.
It's been
been
real.
rough.
It's been real in the
It's
video.
been rough, boy. It's been rough.
Hey man, it's life, man. You know, life is real.
I just been having, issues with myself. Like not really just issues, like I've been fighting with myself. You know what I'm saying?
Are you fighting with yourself for yourself or fighting with yourself against yourself?
Man, both.
Ooh, you're in a multiple personality
That's
situation.
basically what it is right now.
So
Either
you
do what
Kayla
you
May
do
versus Kayla
or
May.
stop doing what you're doing.
So what you gonna do?
Man, at least I gotta do both.
Okay then.
I have to.
Persevere. Persevere.
That's the only way I make
That's the word
myself
of the
happy.
day.
I gotta do both.
Can that be the word of the day for the studio? Persevere.
Persevere.
Can we all say that? Persevere.
Persevere.
We're gonna push through.
Got to.
Whatever the
I feel like no matter
situation
whatever
is.
you want, how you moving, you got to keep moving forward. Bully. Y'all dropped the topic. Y'all dropped the episode. Y'all dropped the name.
Because I feel like it sometimes it needs to be talked about. It needs to be this conversation needs to be had.
Yeah.
What are we as parents gonna do about this?
Man, listen.
I don't, man. You want my opinion?
As
No.
parents, something gotta change.
Man, listen. As a father, man, it's hard because like the social media got the kids so wrapped up. You know what I'm saying? You could be an excellent parent. You feel me? Doing everything that you need to do and supposed to do. You know, like for as guidance. You know what I mean? And showing the kid the right thing, but the social influences are terrible. You know what I'm saying? It's man. You know, like it's horrible because it got these kids like. Some kids think they better than other kids because they, have nicer things or their parents can afford. You know what I mean?
Our culture is toxic. Let's just say that at some
It
point.
is, definitely.
It is a lot of beauty at what we are doing as individuals that look like us, how we are striving forward in our businesses, in our homes, in our families. But at the same time, on the other side of the coin, there is a toxic leftover with the children because, like I said, my little girl just bumped into some weird bully. I ain't even gonna speak on it too much. Like the girl was bullying my little girl about my car. Now I don't mind talking about my car. Shout out to Bertha. I got a 1996 Caprice Classic, and she wobble when she go, but she's a good car.
Right. Yeah,
So
get you the A to B.
So I guess the little girl saw the car and been really going at my little girl over and over and over and over and over and over again. So eventually it got to the point where my kids cross over to the house. They got to see each other. No school, no nothing. So I stopped walking with my little girl. I told my oldest son to protect his sister, and I made him stand. And I haven't heard nothing else about it. So whatever she did, however she did it, it went away.
Jeez.
I feel like that's how I'm dealing with bullying. I'm trying to see what my kids are made of. I have to test their stock, and that's how I'm handling the bully situation from a parent's perspective.
You definitely have to stand up for yourself.
Because I come from the generation where
I mean, yeah,
hey, people gonna walk out loud.
Yeah,
you gonna have to stand up for yourself. You know
what I'm saying? I remember being young,
but it's a little bit more serious than that because now you got these little gangs. You see what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, it's crazy outside.
And then they recruiting them younger and
You see
younger.
what I'm saying?
Crazy outside.
And not only that like your kid could be fighting more than one kid. You see what I'm saying?
Ain't no fair fights. I haven't seen a fair fight.
So it gets different. It gets different. You feel me? Like I don't know. But you could, like, as a parent, man, you could be the best parent in the world.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But like,
so how do you fight that?
But then too, my biggest thing with my son is It's that line of communication with your child.
Right.
I feel like as kids, even myself, as a child, I was afraid to tell my mother anything. It didn't matter what it was, because I felt like it didn't matter what it was. The consequences was I was gonna get my ass whooped regardless.
It definitely was repercussions.
Regardless, you know what I'm saying?
Me?
Like regardless of what I told
repercussions,
her,
you know
it
what
didn't
I'm
matter.
saying?
Like I'm gonna get my ass
playing.
whooped regardless. So
you're gonna get skint for
I'm
sure.
what am I supposed to do? Like, you know what I'm saying? As a child, like what do you do if you can't go to your parent and talk to your parent about anything?
I come from a different upbringing. My mother was my mother had me at 17, like super young. So we really grew up together. So it's like our line of communication was it was open. Like, as long as you told me the truth, Marcus, I'm not putting my foot in your ass. As long as you told me the truth, Marcus, I'm not putting my foot in your ass. And that's how I kind of raised my kids. So
right,
I can't.
Right.
Man, I'm gonna tell you.
How do you?
And that's what I'm doing with my son. Like,
see, but
I'm trying to change it. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to change it to where like I want him to feel comfortable enough to come talk to me about anything. Right. My thing is I think he's afraid of how I'm going to react to the situation, not to him, but how I'm handling it. Because he know I come up to that school and show my whole ass. I knock everything over in the office. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like he's scared of that.
Right. You see, I got
my mama show out.
Right. See, I got a ninth grader, so I know, you feel me? And you know, they try to be slick with it, you feel me? But I done been there, so you know, I know, you know what I mean? But I'm about like you on that. Like, baby, we can rap about whatever.
Right.
Anything. Murder, robbery,
whatever. I mean, I'm with you. I got you. I got your back. As long as you telling me the truth.
Right, exactly. Regardless of what it is, tell me the truth, and I got you.
All the time.
And well, you know, we're going goddamn to the moon with
okay.
it.
I feel like that's what makes me start to question what we see on TV now. So like I remember when Columbine first happened. Y'all remember Columbine?
Yeah.
That was the biggest school shooting or anything that was related to that kind of situation where you heard about kids were being bullied to the point where they felt like they had to lash out in that manner. That was the first big one in my generation. So now we're waking up in 2022 and it's rampant.
That is like,
that's as a parent,
it's
I'm
not rare
terrified.
Anymore.
I'm scared for the whole bully situation.
Yeah. That's why, like, shit, man, Neff was talking earlier. He was like, shit, man, it's safer for my son to stay in the house.
Stay in the house.
Fuck it, let him run the iPad, TV,
right,
whatever.
And I definitely don't mind.
I know he's safe. You feel me?
And it don't matter where you live at. Please don't think, I live in the best neighborhood. Man, it don't matter where you live.
It don't matter where you live. Don't matter the school, wherever. It does not matter where you are.
Tragedy,
gated community,
strike
anywhere,
death
at
happens.
any time.
Thank you. Let's stop trying to put it on people and point fingers of where you live and where you do. No.
Yeah, it's not.
Tragedy happens everywhere.
It's some people.
Thank you.
Some people would say bad parents, and like I said, you can't blame a parent for doing everything right, and then their child make the wrong decision.
You gotta think about it. They're their own person. They're not you.
No.
You know what I'm saying? They're not you. They can't be what you want them to be. They're gonna be their own person. They're gonna have their own feelings, their own thoughts, whatever. The only thing that they can do is take what we taught them and go with it. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
But I feel like we come from a generation where our parents vicariously lived through us. And when I say that, I mean, basically they were expecting us to walk the footsteps better than them.
Definitely.
Like our journey matched their journey.
Definitely.
Right? And we all need to come to the agreement that nobody's journey is the same. My son looks like me, talks like me, walks like me, but his journey is far from mine.
It's definitely gonna be different.
So I have to come at it a better understanding.
Right.
You know?
So can I ask a question?
Please.
Where does bullying come from?
Here we go.
What spawns bullying in a person? What makes anybody want to bully anybody?
Talk about it.
I mean, from a standpoint, like that's a question. Like I really want to know. Like where the hell does that
I want to hear
from?
I want to hear from the veteran parent. The veteran.
The have-nots. You know what I'm saying? You have have-nots. And some kids, you know, like the kids that like now in my era, it was the kids that didn't have, used to always fuck with people. You feel what I'm saying? But now in days, it's the kids who got them getting everything and their parents spoiling them with everything.
Right.
Yeah, them the people out there in the neighborhood terrorizing them.
You know what? I can't even say it's the kids that have. It could be both.
But the question, the question is where did it come from?
Where did it stem from? Where did it stem from?
My opinion? I feel like bullying is something that is manifested in a person. So like, boom, if I was a kid growing up and nobody checked my aggression, nobody checked what I was doing to other kids, and I got away with it.
Where you get that from?
Okay.
People are
Where does that come from?
So there's things in
Did
life.
you learn it?
No, it could be
from
It
somebody.
could be the following thing.
Are you repeating
a lack of ass cutting?
Are you repeating?
Maybe because you can't whoop your kids' ass. No
Are
more.
you repeating something you saw as a child? You thought that shit was right?
Who can't whoop their
I
kids'
whoop.
ass no more?
Hit me. Pause. I whoop ass.
It definitely do.
But you're asking. It's a dynamic question. It's a very broad question because it's how do you come at the mannerisms
There's so many
of a
aspects
person?
of that.
Because you go from baby to child, from child to boy, to boy to teen. Where do you learn that?
Now I'm like with you because shit, it's a lack of discipline.
Okay.
Because nobody never told you that what you're doing
was
is
wrong.
So you really feel like what you're doing is okay to do because nobody never really checked you about
So whose fault
the
is
wrongdoing that you're doing.
Whose fault is that?
Oh.
Whose fault is that?
What you mean? The
But
parents.
y'all just said it wasn't the parents' fault.
You
said it wasn't
no,
the parents.
if you are not disciplining your child, that's on you.
Okay.
That's something you got to deal with.
Now that's a parenting problem.
Now
Okay.
your child out here being a menace and terrorizing people and stuff. Come on now.
Did you go to school with monsters? Answer this question.
Of
Did y'all go to
course.
school with monsters?
Who didn't?
Every high school. I went to
didn't?
Hillcrest High. I went to school with some.
Man,
I went to
listen.
school with some animals.
Look, we are not name dropping, but we know it's
But
animals
let's talk
out there.
about it. But let's talk about it. Wait now. Let's talk about that. We went to school with some monsters
We did.
in teenage years, right? Right? You went to school with monsters. Them people grew up and had kids. I'm not talking about anybody, but them people grew up and had kids. So did those mannerisms transpire into the child? Is it deeper than DNA?
Hold on.
So where did bullying come from?
Hold on, what you gotta say now?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They got you got yourself an audience. But if you over here, bullying somebody and they like, hey, leave that dude alone, man. You know what I'm saying? It all stop, bro. It all stop. But now you got like I said, you got
You're right. See, okay, see, yeah, see, as long as you
Right.
yeah,
And
long
now
as-
you trying to
long
get
as you got
clout and
somebody-
put on.
Yeah, as long as somebody laughing
Right.
with you.
Everybody's
because-
shooting for likes nowadays.
Okay. Yeah.
Right. Everybody's shooting for a like nowadays.
Okay.
Right.
Everybody's shooting for likes.
Mm-hmm.
Go right back to social media.
That's
though.
right.
We did not have social media growing up like we got now.
But wait though, MySpace did drop in middle school for the 90s babies.
That's different.
We're the first
though.
generation.
That's
We started
different,
this.
We went
though.
on there beefing though.
Yes,
Right.
we was.
We was.
Oh my
We went on there
gosh.
typing. We went on there typing. Oh, nigga, I see you. I see
We
you.
did. I ain't gonna
I see you
lie.
in 6
I ain't on your top 5. I ain't on your top 8. We ain't cool no more.
First of all, let us not try to
We was promoting
misappropriate.
music.
We were the ones that started what they're doing now. Let's take accountability. No, say that. I'm gonna say that.
But listen, I mean, it's bullying always been around.
No,
Bullying
I ain't-
always
look,
been around. My
social
mother
media
was
bullying
bullied.
started with us though.
My mother
We're
was
the first
bullied.
teenagers to have it.
We
Y'all
promoted-
had Black Planet, but we had MySpace.
We promoted music. We promoted music.
But
G.
you also was doing that crazy stuff on social media.
No.
This didn't
No.
start.
No, not.
Oh,
listen.
my God.
No. Listen.
What you got, Hondo?
Hey, little bro.
Every man is planted in every man
Okay.
that you know inferiority. You know it when you see it. I beat his motherfucking ass.
And-
Every man.
And you know what? I think the weak is also played on.
That's right.
The weak is also played on.
You know
what I'm saying?
Of course.
Even animals.
Yeah.
This is true.
Yeah.
But so how do you know how to teach your children how far is too much aggression? So I have this thing called the bubble tactic. The bubble is if you get within this far of me, and I know you mean harm, to go to lash first because they have to protect themselves. I'm never going to get that call that my child was hurt because he or she didn't react. And I'm sorry. So if you bump into a Bellamy baby, that's what's up. That's
Okay.
how we moving.
I
That's how we moving
think
on
we
here.
can all agree in this room that we've all told our kids, if somebody put their hands on you, you whoop their ass.
But now
That's just
They-
like that's a universal Black culture thing.
But look what they're
Now-
doing with it now.
Now you can't even give them the chance to hit you further. So now it's like,
But look how they playing with it now. It's guns involved now.
They are.
That's
It's
why-
a pistol involved now.
That's
It's
what I'm
a semi-automatic involved now.
What are you doing with that?
What are you doing with that?
No.
See, it all still goes
That's
back
that
to parents.
now.
It's the parents. Thank you.
Now, okay, now,
All right,
now,
I'm done. That was it.
now, we can get back
Nobody
to
Right,
to
exactly. I
parenting
knew
issues.
not to touch that.
That's a parenting issue.
So once again, let's boil the question
Because-
back. Let's stream it back. Let's bring it back to the center. Where did bullying come from?
Right.
And what is your response now? After we've had that conversation, you've heard the different
You know,
insights.
I think bullying can stem from anger. It can also start at home.
Okay.
Things are, just generally speaking, things might not be going right for you at home. You never know what somebody going through at home, especially if they don't talk about it. Or the parents might tell them, you better not tell them what's going on in my house. This is in the third. Like children go through things themselves, especially at home. When you're a child in a black home, you don't have no opinion. Don't nothing you say matter in this house. You don't pay no bills, none of that. Don't nothing you say matter in my house. You don't have no opinion. You do what I tell you to do. Point blank, period. It's nothing you can say. So at that point, it's like, what am I supposed to say? I don't have a voice. I can't express I can't tell my mama how I feel. Like, oh, mama, that ass would make me sad. Or I don't understand why you whooped me. Or
it comes to the mental part of us always just contradicting mental, like, health in the black community.
So what was
how
episode
do you
1?
process that as a child? Do you give your child a chance to process that anger? And if you don't, what they do? Go to school, projectile that shit on somebody else.
Can we talk about the teachers too, though? I feel like, okay, I hear more about bad stuff from my children than I do the teacher. So where are you at while my child is going through what they're going through? That's my first
Probably
question.
somewhere scrolling.
No, because I pay taxes.
These are new age teachers.
I pay taxes.
These are new age teachers. Teachers are not the same as they were when we were in school.
Why do these kids that... No, it can't go away because it's bullying in real life. But we're talking about the STEM.
It's implanted in you by God.
Right. It's
If you go hungry, you gonna strike.
But
It's
what?
implanted in you.
But here's
But
the...
see, none of us teach our kids how to handle it.
That just goes back to what I just said. How do you process your feelings and your anger?
You gotta have open communication.
right.
It starts with communication.
Yeah. So
Right.
I agree. So as we letting them take that anger out on other kids. So should we take?
But do you allow open communication amongst the home?
Right.
My children
That's
can
the
speak about
thing.
whatever, whenever, however, because I need to know because the world's crazy.
Right. True. Like you, but you like Kayla said, you don't pay no bills in here.
Right. You don't have
But I'm
nothing to
asking-
say to me.
But here's what I'm asking: as parents, y'all are parents now. Do each one of you, Kayla and Robert,
No,
do you allow open communication
Yeah,
whenever
of
they
course.
feel?
If he's feeling,
that's what I'm asking.
if he's
We have
feeling
to.
any type of way towards me at some point, my child can come to me and tell me how he feel about certain situations. Well, about anything. I ain't even gonna say certain situations, about anything. If you feeling some type of way, whether you mad, sad, happy, depressed, whatever it is, come and talk to me.
You want to know first?
Process. I need to be the first to know.
Right.
So that way, as your mother, I told him before, I said, I'm your protector.
Mhm.
I'm supposed to protect you, right?
Mhm.
So as your mother, I need to know what's going on in your head at all times.
Right, inside and out.
What you feeling? How was your day at school? Anybody bothered you today? What's up?
Yeah, because you can't protect them from something that you don't know.
And I
about.
told him that. I said, I can't fix it if you don't tell me.
So have you bumped into a situation where your child has been the bully or bullied? And how did you handle it?
I definitely did. So, Jaden went to a totally different school. Then I moved, so I had to put him in another school.
Mhm.
So he hadn't been there about 2 weeks, maybe 2 weeks. You don't know nobody. You know a couple people because of the elementary school you went to.
Right.
So you know a couple people. But anyway, this little dude started messing with Jaden. I'm like, bro, do you know him? He was like, nah, my mom, I don't know this dude. What you got going on? I said, Jay, all right, now, you think you got
That's
it?
straight
You
up.
think you can handle it? Because if not, you know what I'm saying, let me know. We'll go fix it. We'll get the situation. I said, tell brother you alone. Over the next couple of days, bro, pulling his hair, fucking with his book bag, fucking with his jacket, messing with him. I'm like, all right, now. I said, you got one more time to come home looking like this. What you want me to do? What you want me to do? You want me to fix it? No, mom, I got it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I said, all right, you got one more time. I said, I'm coming up to the school and I'm going to show my entire ass. So what do you want me to do? And I feel like I probably messed up with the whole me telling him I was going to show my ass for the simple fact he probably didn't want me to embarrass him. My thing was too, if I did go sit down and talk to this principal, I didn't want that child to be like, oh, so you snitched on me? Or now I'm finna start
Sure,
fucking
'cause
with
they
you
gonna
even
do that.
harder. Because they do
They
that.
gonna do that.
You know what I'm saying? So I said, all right. So me being the spiritual mother that I am, I prayed about that.
Gave it to God.
I gave it to God. I said, so I prayed about that. So this little boy gonna leave my child alone. I said, he don't even know my child. He don't have no reason to bother my child. My child don't bother nobody. You know what I'm saying? Unless somebody messing with him. Then you on their ass. But other than that, I prayed about it. And over the next couple of days, I ain't hear nothing else. I said, that little boy still fucking with you? No, I'm like, good. I said, all right.
That means, I mean, that's always the first step as a parent, to give it to God.
But what I should have done, where I feel like I failed at, I should have took it to the principal anyway. Just to have some type of record, or him have some type of knowledge to where he knew about it. Just in case anything extra popped off, whether they got into a fight, whatever. Like, you already knew this boy was messing with my child. So
why is he the problem?
Right. So now, going forward, anything pop off, we going there.
Yeah.
Here's a solution.
But you know, you still don't want to make him look, you know.
I don't want to make him look
right.
bad.
So, but
Y'all saying that's why I didn't say nothing.
That's
I
how
said
he's
if it got to a point where he felt like he couldn't handle it, I was going.
Because they ain't gonna be able to follow him everywhere. They're not gonna be able to go everywhere. You feel me? You know, he's in middle school, so he got to change classes. They're not gonna be able to follow him everywhere. Anyway.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So he's still gonna have these encounters. So more of the story is you got to stand up for yourself.
Right, and I told him that. I said, you already know that's the number one rule in this household. When you go to school, anybody put their hands on you, you wear their ass out.
Strike back. You got straight back.
Point blank period.
Straight back.
Win, lose, draw. You wear their ass out because they ain't have no business putting their hands on you.
The bubble.
That's another thing you need to teach your kids. Don't put your hands on nobody.
Why? Why are you doing
Especially if you don't have to.
You don't never have to.
You don't. Do not put your hands on other people's kids. Period. Don't do that.
You have to touch somebody else's child at all.
So let's bring it
under no circumstances.
Let's circle it back one more time. Now we got Kayla's take on the bully. I'm gonna ask you, okay? Where does bullying come from?
Man,
no,
we done touched out.
No, we're not gonna do that. No, sir. See, I feel like talk to me.
I'm telling you.
Okay, then.
Okay, we done touched our bases.
Let's talk about it.
Like I said, my personal opinion. You know what I'm saying? Coming up in the era that I came up in, you feel me? Bullying comes from, you know what I'm saying, that the have-notters. You feel what I'm saying? Because I'm just saying because like. Nah, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you because these people, like, you know, they really mad because your son can wear Jordans, you know what I'm saying, and their mama just can't buy them, so you know they gonna fuck with them.
But I feel like, what about the bullies that look like your kids? Okay, well,
the ones that are dressed
what
up.
What about the ones that are
dressed
up in the good stuff?
You know what I'm saying? They got the what shoes?
What about them
from Walmart or something? Like, leave them people alone.
Those are the sponges. You see what I'm saying? Those are the sponges. See, they parents are toxic. So you know what I'm saying?
Very true.
So where does that toxic? Okay, then. So you're a little older than I am. So where does that toxic come from the parents? From that, where does that come from? That's your generation of parent of. Where does that come from? Is it pain? Is it struggle? Is it hurt? What led to that? It had to manifest somewhere.
Maybe all three. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Maybe the pain, struggle, and hurt. You feel me?
I just feel like once again, I'm gonna circle back.
Because sometimes, like I say, man, we're not always financially.
Nobody talks about pain.
We're not always
right, and I feel like that's where it stems from. Honestly,
no.
Just broadly.
Okay.
Broadly.
One more time.
I feel like it stems from pain and anger.
Okay.
You have to project that somewhere.
There we go. We have an idea.
And then as a kid, you don't really know where to project that. You don't know what to do with that. You can go play ball. You can go kick rocks in the street. You know what I'm saying? Because you mad about something.
Yes,
you can go tear some shit up. Like, I mean, anything like anger and pain can really do something to a person.
Yeah, that's
especially to these kids.
These niggas fuck with they fuck with kids that had shit. You feel me? So that's why I say, and they was mad. So that's where the anger comes from. And the pain, and the pain stems from.
I feel like,
but here's the shit that they're going through.
Are you teaching your kids to be humble with what they have?
Yes.
Do they understand
no
that everybody out here in the world don't have it like you have
no
it?
Yes.
Do they understand that?
Because they don't appreciate it.
Thank you. But who's supposed to teach them that?
We are.
Thank you.
Because I know last Christmas I have this thing that I started that every Christmas I have 7 kids. My 7 have to give one of their toys to the church for somebody else, because you need to understand that you don't have this. This is a blessing.
It is.
This is something that you need to give to somebody else, and that's how you get around from that pain.
Because
that
guess
pain
what?
You're talking about,
I don't have to
give
do
it
this.
forward.
I don't have to do that
pain.
for you.
So how can you appreciate something when they shit?
It's work ethic. Nothing is free.
You know, they getting the next, like every week they getting a pair of shoes.
No,
my kids do not. That's a parent fault. That's a parent fault. If you can't give to a child and not teach them nothing.
No, they like every week. You feel what I'm
they
saying?
Expecting it.
They always coming out. You feel me? Some new ones coming out. Whatever. And they getting every pair. You feel me? They're not gonna respect.
They don't. They're not.
Respect the last
They're not.
three
But I feel like at the same time, that's the parent fault.
Thank you.
You're not teaching your child to be humble. I mean, every time I get up for work or every time I have to get my son up for school, he's like, "Mom, I don't want to go. I don't want to go." I say, "Look, bro, I got to get up every day and go to work. Guess what? I don't want to go either, but I have to do this."
Thank you.
I said, nothing in this world was given to me. Nothing in this world.
All I'm saying is, I believe the parenting and the bullying go hand in hand, and that's where it starts. It starts at the home front because you spend 90% of your young life on some form of a home front. If you're not teaching your kids humility, responsibility, accountability, it leads to the bully. That is my direct answer. Because I feel like we've been teeter-totting around saying where it starts. It starts at home. What is your home life like?
Right.
I don't care where you're from,
at home.
What you got, the color of your skin, how much money you got in your pocket. It starts at home. We are raised at home or some form of home. When I say some form, that means your grandparents, your uncles, your aunties, your whatever, your adopted parents. It starts at home. That's the bully.
Definitely.
And I feel like children, like you said about the schools, if you're taught, if it's beaten to your head, you can't speak about it when you go to school. I'm getting destroyed at home and I'm not allowed to talk about it. Boom, there's the bully. That pain is going to come out one way or another.
Right.
It's going to manifest. So that's why I say it's the home front. And that's where I feel like that's the stance. That's the bully.
So at this point,
okay,
what are we doing to change that for our children? We need to make it to where they feel safe enough to talk to anybody. Anybody.
I got an idea that don't cost nothing. But black people just gotta stop it.
Back to my producer.
They just gotta stop. And I'm gonna give you the basic of why it's bullying in the black community. And we can stop it.
Mm-hmm.
Only thing we have to do.
What's that?
Your kids need to know his kids.
Thank you.
Need to know his kids. My kids need to know your kids. We know each other.
Why kids don't know each other?
Right. Cousins, and you got little cousins and stuff running around here. Wait, you my cousin? Who is your
right? And don't even know. And don't even know.
Shout out to shout out to Nika. A village.
Gotta have a village. Have a village. We don't know that.
I know it's a dude in jail right now. Hey, shout out to motherfucking black man. He killed his cousin at the club.
Mm-hmm.
His cousin.
Didn't know it was good.
They didn't even really just know they were cousins.
Wow.
And they gotta live with that.
They gotta live with that shit.
Wow.
But once again, it starts at the home front.
Listen, it starts at the home front.
It does. That start with us. That start with us.
I totally agree with you, bro. I totally agree.
Hundo.
Our kids don't know each other.
They don't.
This nigga stole this nigga girl over here. He don't fuck with them niggas no more. That's his brothers. That's his brother. Listen, his brother, they might got two different daddies. That's his brother. That's his brother. Cousin.
You know what? It's a situation like that. Dead ass. These two brothers didn't know. They didn't know that they were brothers and they were beefing.
Yeah.
They were beefing. Somebody had to tell him, bro, sit down. Like, that's your brother. You need to go talk to your mama. Like, y'all got the same daddy type thing.
So that sounds like mixed homes.
And okay, hold on, time out, because that's a whole situation that I have to go through. My baby daddy has 7 children.
Shout out to the
They are all 7 different women. It's only 2 that I can actually fully, as a woman, communicate with and bring our kids together, you know, so they can know each other. He don't know the rest of his siblings.
If we want to ever do business black, black, do our own black, our kids don't have to know his kids.
Right, definitely.
Well, see, I have 4 different baby mothers. You feel me? All my kids, you know,
but you're present father.
Yeah,
my kids in 2 different homes, but they raised
you're
the same
present father.
For sure, of course.
Yeah, shout out to you.
For sure.
You're present father. They don't have that. So as a woman, as a mother, I felt like it was up to the mothers to get together and get these kids together.
But
if the daddy can't do it and the daddy don't want to do it, the mama got to do it.
Man, to me, it didn't matter. It didn't matter who didn't like what or who didn't like who. You feel what I'm saying?
Because you're the present parent. You got them
when
together.
It came to my kids, you feel what I'm saying? They,
but what beef we got going on, but not every woman understands that.
Oh,
yeah, we gonna.
Not every woman is that mature to do that.
Yes.
I will say this.
Hey, when it was about mine, we was gonna settle up about them. You feel what I'm saying? Because I mean, they you know what I mean? Why would they be out here at us? You feel what I'm saying? They're not knowing who each other are.
Same question I had. We don't even deal with this dude. So why you beefing with me for? We both can sit here and agree that he a bad dude. So I mean, why we beefing?
But see, this is how I look at it. I have children in 2 different homes, but I feel like the fundamentals are taught on both sides, no matter where they at. It's the same fundamentals. I think that's what's important. Like regardless of the relationship, as long as we are teaching the same core values, you don't even have to talk to me about it.
It's way different
when got a conversation.
It's way different when they all over the place. When they everywhere, it's way different.
I try to keep mine together.
And then too, it's different if I know you're cheating. So I know you're cheating. So I know this. I know you're cheating with this girl. I know who she is. So now I know who she is. If it comes a point in time in life to where I can actually sit down and have a conversation, I know who she is. It's different when I don't know at all. I don't even know what you look like. I don't know how to get in touch with you. None of that. I know my child has a sibling, but where do I go from there? I don't know how to get in touch with you. I don't know how to sit down at the table with you and talk about this.
The man has to run the point guard, in my opinion. I'm just going to say that. I'm just going to put that
out
there.
Because what am I supposed to do as a mother? He got whole siblings out here he don't know nothing about.
But the man ain't running point. That's the problem. You got a whole starting team running this way. And my man ain't pass the ball in damn direction. He's not running point. The name stays home. The man runs point. And if he's not running point, the communication is going to break.
That's not a man.
I don't care how bad my situation is, I'm going to be at the point.
Man.
You got to run point no matter what the situation is. I don't care how bad the beef is between the ladies and all that.
The biggest lesson I've learned having a child is know who you having kids by.
For a fact.
Ooh, baby, I feel my face. Know who you having kids
by.
Talk
that talk, Caleb.
I fully understand that you will never fully know a person, but know who you laying down with and having kids by. Know it to respect. Because, baby, I was tricked. I was bamboozled.
We done left the bullet topic.
I was talking about flabbergasted. I didn't know nothing. I didn't find out.
We done left the bullet topic
until after I had my child. After I had my child, but that's another day, y'all. That's another day, y'all. It's another day.
All I'm saying is,
back to the drawing board. Where we at? I'm sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry.
No, I love it. No, I love it because it's organic and it's all based about the home.
It is.
Y'all all said the same thing.
It stems off what Hondo just said. Like, these kids need to know each other.
Right.
And they don't.
Yeah, because, like, man, we've been running for 30 years or whatnot. That would be crazy for my kids not to know his kids.
All
like
my 7.
Each other. You feel me?
Right. It's different. It is different when you grow up together. It's different when you grow up together.
Yeah, man.
Me and Marcus been running back since middle school.
Hillcrest Middle.
Okay. Me and Marcus running back since middle school.
But I feel like you got to know each other. Like if I was to see Kayla's son out somewhere doing something he had no business doing, whether it's on a bully tip, whether it's on some street, whatever he's trying to be doing, I'm going to check him. I'm not going to call her first.
See, that's
how I was raised.
And you have to allow that. You have to allow that. As a parent, you have to allow that.
You feel me?
See, that's the old school move. You feel me? Because like I say, we was talking earlier, man, if I'm up the street and Miss Linda don't see me, goddamn,
it's a problem.
Out of pocket.
Right. She finna get you together.
Miss Linda done cut me, and the bad news done beat me home. Somebody get killed. I'm scared. You feel me? Miss Linda just had to cut me up the street, bro. I'm scared to go home. Cause I already know what time it is. The bad news done beat me home. He was up here showing out, and I had to hit him with the switch a couple times. Ain't no thing. That good. Send him on down the street. Hey, we on the way. You feel me? You feel me?
He had 40 other niggas in the loop.
Nigga ain't going for that shit. You feel me? Yeah.
But I feel like we don't teach.
And that's
camaraderie goes a long way.
And now, if Miss Linda from up the street, Janika's son, she gonna have to fight.
She gonna have to fight Miss Linda now because
that
it was never open like that. Who are you to come and whoop my child?
You feel what I'm saying?
Now I'm gonna beat your ass because you ain't had no business putting your hands on my child.
What I'm saying?
That's us. Yeah. That's what we're doing.
That's the new generation.
That's the new we ain't built like that. Right, ain't nobody finna put their hands on my child. Let me answer that.
You see, that's
what we doing.
And that's why that's where the disconnect is. Yeah, that's where the disconnect is. Now is like now they felt like the shit that they was doing up the street was cool to be doing because now your mom out here arguing for you.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
She got my back.
So they're gonna continue. So they're gonna continue to do the bullshit.
She finna whoop Miss Linda ass. That's what you get, Miss Linda. You shouldn't put your hands on me, Miss Linda.
You see what I'm saying? So
look,
so now the bullshit. So now the bullshit continues.
So that whole conversation. Ooh, I love it. Who is to blame? Because first it wasn't the parents' fault. It was so and so fault. It was whatever. Whose fault is it? Okay then. So what happens when these bullies that our children are going through now? They're toting guns to school. They're doing the most atrocious things now, and I'm sending my child there. They're gonna procreate. There's a generation coming that we've never seen before, and that generation of bullies is like Terminator. That's the one. That's the one.
You know what I feel like?
How do you prep your child for what's coming?
I feel like us as I'm not even gonna say us. People as a society are making shit softer for these kids.
Right.
They're making them soft.
Talk
right.
it.
Right. So I feel like a lot of things they don't know how to handle.
So how do you? Okay.
And then and that ties back to social media and cartoons and all type of stuff that these kids are sitting down and seeing. They look at it every day.
That's it. See, I go back to the social media.
The social media.
You feel me? This shit is killing you.
That's the pirate.
Like because every kid that you know, they either got a phone or some kind of
right. They gonna see it.
What's a good age for a phone? Let's talk about that. What's a good age for a phone? What is a good age? My 10-year-old has an iPhone 12, and I literally want to take it and throw it every day. Kai, when you watch this, I hate your phone. I want to throw it. Lucky you. Yeah, you're doing good. What's a good age for a phone? I wanted 12 or 11.
You know, I honestly feel like it's based off what you as a parent have going on. My child he did get a phone at 10. Only reason why he got a phone at 10, me being a single mother, I can't be at home all the time.
Right. So I
have to.
Okay.
You know, sorry to be like that, but you know, it's times I had to stay home by myself. You have to be home by yourself. In order for me to keep in touch with him and check on him and make sure he all right, he has a phone.
So you think it's more about the maturity of the child,
right? Now, that's what I was finna say.
Okay,
right.
So,
and for his age, he's very mature.
I have girls, so like my girls, like they like very mature. You know, even at a young age coming up, they was responsible. You feel what I'm saying? Like they never one phone. They've been running with it to its upgrade time.
Yeah,
you feel me?
Yeah.
And they keep it cased up. Ooh. But my son,
man, listen.
Oh my God,
you know, mine been doing real good with this phone, boy. He had this phone for like 2 years. I'm so proud of that dude. It's cracked up a little bit, but it still works. I mean, he in there.
Dude, phone broke right now as we speak.
But you know what? You know what? I have to.
Yeah, that's my dog. That's my dog. Oh yeah, that's my dog. He's a great kid. He's a great kid.
When it comes down to discipline, I have to find different ways to discipline him.
Because you're both parents, right?
I can't take the phone. I wish I could. I can't take the phone. I can't take the phone because again, he's home by himself.
You have to have that check-in.
I have to have that check-in. You know what I'm saying? So I can't take the phone. Then him being my only child, like if I take the game, he finna square up. He finna straighten up real quick because he can't live without that game. And then to me, I get the feeling bad. Like, dang, he gotta be at home all day. He ain't doing nothing. He ain't gonna do nothing but sleep.
So you get
he ain't got no game.
So
I do get soft. I do get soft.
I'll ride him.
Right. You know.
And then to my mother's soft. She don't back me. She does not back me. Like I be having to take that little Xbox cord to work. Play with me when he really then got under my skin. Oh, I taste the cord. It goes with me.
I'm petty. I take the controller and one cord.
I leave the whole game system right there. I got the power cord. Give me the power cord. Try to turn it on now.
But see, the thing about the phones is like my son, he just turned 10. He has a phone. In my opinion, my 10-year-old son does not need a phone. Somebody drops him off at school. I pick him up from school. There may or may not be an exchange to another parental figure, and then he's there for the night, or he's where I'm at. I just don't see a need for the phone, and I feel like the phone at my house has made me want to eat my 10-year-old. I feel like he's the kid that I have to watch because he's going to grow to maybe think he's more because he has so many people. I have a village. My children are blessed. I can't say that I struggle with the situation because they're covered on all four fronts. So it's like I have to watch him because I'm scared he's going to become the bully. What happens when he turns 12 and he feels himself? Oh, God.
You're going to have to humble him.
I'm on it.
You're going to have to humble him.
You see this? I'm on it.
Because my child, that's the only one I have. So he's spoiled off the rip already. But I tell him nothing is given to me, nothing is given to you. I have to work for everything. So therefore, you're gonna have to work because I'm not gonna always give it to you.
Can't.
I have to show him and teach him responsibility at some point. Like honestly, y'all, like I'm really trying to keep my child a child as long as I can. Keep him a child as long as I can. But at the same time, like once you start hitting age accountability,
it's time to check
in my household, you're gonna have to learn some type of responsibility.
Yeah, see, because now my baby work, you feel me? And she don't spend her money like
she
spend my money.
And homeboy, whatever little money he get, he ready to go to GameStop. Mom, I need a gift card.
But he worked for that. That's his bread.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
You're teaching him.
I don't mind.
So that's what I'm telling you. She don't spend her bread like she spend mine though. You feel
what
I'm saying?
Right.
So, he quick to ask for something
so
now.
It'd be a little different. You feel what I'm saying? Now that she, she getting her own money. You know what I mean? So it's cool because it does make them really responsible.
I just feel like I said, man, the topic is such a broad topic of what causes that definition of a bully. Because I ain't gonna sit up here and cap like I ain't never just been picking with somebody because I can be picking with them. You feel me? Let me please humble myself right now before somebody get to share me on social media.
Right.
I have been an asshole plenty of times.
I have.
I'm sorry.
Definitely
I've grown. Thank you.
Yeah,
so let me take accountability on my own on the platform.
I have definitely.
I've been the bully.
Right.
I've not always been a victim. Get out of here. Get out of here. I've had pain, and I took my pain to wherever I was at and took it to somebody else because energy can't be.
You know what? I wasn't one of those.
Wait a minute. Before you say anything, I'll call your cap right here on him.
Listen. Okay. If Doobie was here, he'd be all over me right now. So I was bullied in elementary school.
Okay.
I was a little fat girl back then, so whatever. But when I hit middle school, it was stuff I didn't understand. It was the person I didn't understand. Why you dressed like that? Why you got those shoes on? You ain't black. Why you look like that? That's I mean, you can't knock somebody for stuff they like.
But you was in pain when you did that, right?
I was not.
You was not.
I was not.
You was just doing it.
It was based off stuff I didn't understand.
A lack of knowing.
You was curious.
When you don't understand stuff, people are scared when they don't understand. But it wasn't me being scared. It was just something I didn't understand. Like I said, the girl was white. Marcus know who I'm talking about off the real. But anyway, the girl was white. And
can I tell my bumble?
Hold on, wait. Girl was white. Back then, I was a little hood girl coming to the suburbs. Shout out to Rosa for getting us out the hood. That's a whole nother story. But I was a little ghetto hood girl coming out of Gilbert going to Simpsonville. That was a whole culture shock for me. I'm going to a predominantly black school to a predominantly white school. I'm like 1 in 5, 1 in 10, whatever, whatever the situation was. I had never seen a white girl dressed like that. Homegirl had Nikes on, J's. I mean, like homegirl was dressed. I said, okay, girl, why you dressed like that? Why you listening to rap? Why you wearing that? What you got on? Her mama despised it. Her mama hated it. But at the same time, she might have been going through something at home. Her mama hated how she dressed. But I said, back then I didn't understand that. I didn't get that. Man, why you dressed like that?
Man, the more you push kids, you try to push kids away from something.
They gonna push back.
No, they run to
it. Yeah. They push them back at you and gonna run to it.
Yeah, so ain't no need to fight them about it because
that's like having sex. No, seriously, honestly, like dead ass. My mama told me, she said, I can't tell you not to do it. You're gonna do it anyway. You're gonna do it anyway. I can't tell you not to do it. The only thing I tell you is be safe about it. Protect yourself. Don't tell me when. I don't want no when.
So I just feel like this.
I guess she had to come to the realization because somebody told her, like, you need to check on Kayla. She's 16 now. You need to get a little hard nerves. You need to check on her.
Well, like my girls, they ain't no, like, they ain't finna push up on me talking about
right, that hell no.
Nigga, I'm ready to shake something.
Everybody, I said.
You feel me?
I just feel like
I'm saying, and I got grandkids. Big shouts out to my grandkids. I love my grandkids though, but ain't no way now one of my girls was gonna push up on me.
Oh no, I ain't telling you.
You feel me?
I
said now my son.
Another show. Another show.
Be like this.
Another show.
Listen. I'ma just say this. I'ma just say this.
Go ahead.
Hold on, wait. I'ma just say this.
Go ahead.
As a mother having a son, I don't know which way to go with it.
Yeah, now my son, now my boy.
I don't know which way to go with it because I want to be like, that's my dog.
But you cannot.
Now my no, like no,
I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that
for real because like like my son, I ain't hiding nothing.
And I'm real straightforward with my child. I'm real straightforward. I don't sugarcoat nothing.
I don't know.
Hey,
My kids ain't.
Check this out, because I'm trying to see what time it is.
Right?
Because nowadays
it's happening earlier and earlier.
You gotta watch
it. You know what blows my mind? When I talk to a guy now,
I was just trying to make sure, you know what I'm saying, baby boy, we got safe. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like me.
So listen though.
So
when I talk to dudes now, and I be like, bro, like, when's the first time you had sex? They was like, boy, I had sex when I was about 8. What the what?
We got to get somebody on. We got to get a guest on that
episode.
And
it be like the babysitter type stuff.
Guest on that one.
You know what I'm saying? It might be your cousin homegirl. And the cousin homegirl might be like 15, 14. And she, what? They was like, but I've been getting it in. I was like 10. Wait a minute. What? I don't want that for my child. I don't want that for my child because now you a pedophile.
You don't want it because you don't want to expose them that early. Not that early.
That's what. That's the home. That's the home. That's the home.
It has happened.
It's the home.
It's a lot of dudes out here that screaming they done had sex before they were 12. It is happening. It is happening.
Shout out to the whole. Shout out to the studio audience, the women community. Shout out to the. But I do feel like before we hop off this, I'm gonna tell my bully story because it was her.
Go ahead.
Because it was her.
My bad, we got off track.
It's cool. I'm just gonna tell my story.
Go ahead.
About when you bullied me.
Oh,
this happened. Boom.
Wait.
She thought I was gonna let her slide. I gave you a whole 15 minutes.
I don't even remember. I don't remember none of this. I promise I don't remember none of this.
You ready for this story?
Because
You ready for this story?
I'm ready.
There was a time that I was in school and I looked like the guy on the hat. Okay, shout out to Ape Shit Apparel. But I had this weird. I was going through puberty and bump. Okay, so boom, Kayla. Let me tell the story. There was a girl. I won't call this girl name because she's married now. No, I'm just playing. There was a girl on the step team, and Kayla went back and told her about some things that I had going on that should have been disposed out loud. So I went hard on Kayla about something. I don't remember what I joked to her about, but I drew something and I posted it on her locker. It was some real childish shit. So back in the day, y'all remember B2K. Baby, turn around and let me. Oh my God, Kayla may kill me. She was like, I'm gonna give you the song. You ready? This is live. Ready? Marcus, turn around and let me see that face go bump, bump, bump. If you went to Hillcrest Middle, you remember that. She killed me. Oh my God, this happened. And this was my dog. And it fell out about some bullshit. But listen, let me tell you what came from that. Two things. No. We always talking about.
I remember that now.
No, we always talking about bullies being a bad thing.
But once you fuck with me, I'm fucking with you.
She was cutthroat. And it was so bad. Because listen, I was going through puberty. It was like 11, 12 years old. Y'all remember B2K. I was going through it. You feel me? And I was still trying to be the coolest guy in the room, which I was not. You feel me? And Kayla humbled me. But that bullied experience, it knocked me down 3 pegs my 7th grade, 8th grade year. I'm not, huh? But no,
we love you.
No, I grew up to look halfway decent. You feel me? But I'm just saying, we always talk about the bully situation being a bad thing. Nah, I grew from that. She humbled me. First of all, I had no business doing. I'm not gonna speak about relations. But it humbled me.
There was no violence involved.
And there was no violence involved. But I needed that to see that, you know what I'm saying? I was an overly cocky person.
He had a big head. I can definitely say
if anybody knows me personally, you know my confidence is what really kind of drives the situation.
At least she didn't have to slap you to humble.
No, she didn't. So. But when she got on the bus and I saw, oh God, that's how I go. You go, baby, Marcus, turn around and let me. Then she added, as she face go, boom, boom, boom. And then she had the end. I was like, she killed me.
You know what? I'm not even gonna say I didn't do that.
But I love her for
that. I remember that.
Because she humbled me because I came for her. Whatever I did, pushed her.
Now as an adult, I can admit when I'm wrong and I was wrong.
And I was
apologize.
Wrong. No, baby. Don't apologize for that. That was growth in my journey.
But not everybody can take that and grow from that. I'm saying that really could have really fucked him up, you know, as a person.
The bumps went away.
So sorry.
Nah,
so
my ninth
sorry.
grade year, I got kind of decent.
Because kids are evil.
Kids are mean. Oh,
and I was that kid that sat in the back of the bus. So I saw everything.
Right.
I saw everything. I'm on everything and everybody. If it don't look right, I'm talking about it. Period. That's just what I did. That's what I was. And matter of fact, I had got kicked off the bus. Like, I think I got suspended for a little while. That man sat there in my little referral and told me she is the ring leader. Everybody back there is following her and is, back there showing out with her and stuff. And I'm like, damn, I ain't tell nobody to do none of this. Like,
was you the ringleader though?
I mean, apparently I was, according to that man.
I'm talking about from now. You grown now. Was you the ringleader? Because I was back there. Because I was back there at the back of the bus. Wizard Force stop. I was back there.
I was back there cutting up. So
I just feel like
the bully. I apologize. I apologize because I know what they feel like to be bullied, and it's not a good feeling.
I just feel like we need to teach our kids to be accepting of everybody's walk of life.
Definitely.
If we can just all, as people, look at me, come here. If we can all just tell everybody, to tell our children to accept each other, no matter how they look, how they talk, what they have, what they do not, it's a step. It's a start. Damn. One step leads to two, right? So
gotta start somewhere.
Gotta start somewhere.
The things that you have, the things that you accumulate in life, those are blessings. Not everybody can acquire certain things. You know what I'm saying? That's a blessing, especially for kids. It's like, personally, I know I go hard for my son. That's a blessing.
I go hard for the game.
Because by law, as a parent, I have you got a roof over your head and make sure you got clothes on your back.
And you get to school.
And you get to school. Right. And you get to school.
That's it.
And you healthy. That's it.
That's it.
This game, this TV.
Yeah, those are
luxury shoes.
Boner.
Luxury clothes. These haircuts. I mean, anything extra is a blessing for you.
A plus one. I try to teach my kids that you don't have it, I do. Right. You don't have it. You have nothing. You don't exist without us.
Right.
Without this village, you have nothing. You are a squatter. You the nigga down. My daddy used to say, you the nigga down the hallway. You the nigga down the hallway. Here we go.
You ain't got no opinion, motherfucker. That's my house. You ain't paid nothing. You feel me?
No, it's a difference. It's a difference. You're not finna come in here and try to tell me what to do.
Oh, of course not.
You know what I'm saying? You're not finna step out of line and step out of character, but at the same time, you're allowed to tell me how I made you feel, or you're allowed to tell me how you feel about something. Leave that line of communication open.
What y'all gotta say to close it out?
No, you ain't wrong.
What y'all gotta say to close it out?
We gonna close them.
Close it out, man.
You ready to close them?
Oh no!
You ready to close them? I wasn't gonna close them. I felt like the party was going. I mean,
we was live.
Listen, my
babysitter
is already about to choke me out. My baby, what time is it? Oh, my babysitter about to choke. Oh, shout out to Kathy Bellamy. I'm sorry, Mom. I love you.
Got you, Miss Kathy. We're gonna bless the cash out.
Nah, I just feel like, man, the bullying topic needs to be addressed at the forefront
everywhere
of not even just all culture.
Everywhere.
Period.
Leave people alone.
Leave folks be.
You don't know what they're going through anywhere. Leave them alone.
Leave them alone.
Mind your business.
Stay over there.
Why question that they don't have what you have? Why question that? They ain't got nothing to do with you. Mind your business. The world would be a better place if they mind their business.
And you don't know what that person had by how they dress. Because I know plenty of folks with money that send their kids to school looking regular. Plenty of folks.
So they keep the bread.
That's how they keep. Thank you. So don't always listen. Whoever watching this, don't look at what you looking at and think you know a motherfucker. I'm gonna say it. You don't know a motherfucker.
It is.
Don't look at nobody.
Because baby, let me tell you something. It was a point in time in life I was not working and you wouldn't have known it.
Here we go. You feel me?
It was a point in time in life I did not have.
Perception is everything.
I was not working, but you would not have known it. My child was straight. I was straight.
For facts. I don't know. I just feel like, I don't know. We got to talk about it more. It's got to be at home. Y'all said everything.
It definitely starts at home.
So we all in agreement in the studio audience because y'all been live and direct.
We love y'all. We appreciate y'all.
Hey, hold on.
Where does it start?
Hey,
at home.
Okay. So hey, look. We do got a special guest in the building. We got a special guest.
Oh yeah, shout out to the
special guest.
Yeah, we got a special guest. We gonna step in.
Come on, bro.
Step in and promote a little bit.
You camera shy. You don't wanna be saw. Let's shout out to the first live in the act, second live. I'm sorry, cause my man's live and down. I know. Tell them who you are, what you got going.
Well, my my name is Janika. Most of y'all probably know me. I do Kayla Health, of course. I'm already Touched by Sugar Bush. Natural styles, braids, dreads, anything. Hit me up.
Can we get the link?
Find you
Can we get the link?
Instagram, Touched by Sugar Bush.
What's your Instagram?
Touched by Sugar Bush.
Facebook,
Touched by Sugar Bush.
Twitter.
Yeah,
that's a different story. That's a different story.
I tweet like I got it already.
Yeah, so
I tweet like I'm somebody.
Just them two. That's it. Appointments via inbox. Deposit $25. If you ain't got the deposit, we hypothetically speaking. Thank you.
All right.
Shout out to Touched by. I feel so nasty saying that though.
No deposit.
Touched by
no
Sugar Bush. She did something else.
You feel me? No deposit. No deposit. No appointment.
She ran
Right,
under.
that's
She
it.
got
No
a scheme in the
deposit, no
background.
appointment.
Nah, please pay your deposits. And like I said, man, support your locals. Support your locals, man. Love reciprocates love, man. Start at home. Give your shout outs to where it's due. Pay it forward. Pay it forward. So with that being said, man, I'm gonna let y'all get back to y'all lives. Thank you for coming to the Dad Group Project, episode 2. We look forward to seeing you. God bless prosperity. You know, you can cut. That was good.